Hi everybody, this is Anjanette from AJ's Personal Touch. How you doing? Uh, Coming to you Saturday night. It is like 8:30. Um, I have to apologize. I did not get a work a whip done yesterday. So this is going to be like a combination of a couple things. One of the reasons I did not get my work a whip done yesterday is because of my headaches that are still here. We have found out I have neuralgia in my legs. Um, Neuralgia, neuropathy in my neck, in my legs, both of them. And I've been fighting. Like when they told me that originally, I was like, wait a minute, I haven't had pains, I haven't had this or that. But now that I know that I have it, um, like when I'm sleeping and if the sheets are too tight, at the end of the bed on my feet, I wake up in the morning with really bad pain and they haven't seemed like they're like too tight. I'm going to pull them out some, so hopefully that helps a bit. Or I feel like I've been grinding my feet into the bed and I'm not. Um, and different things like my feet um, fall asleep a lot faster and easier than they used to, and many different things. I got up to walk yesterday and I had excruciating pain in my feet, so I just thought they were starting to fall asleep. Um, but I guess it's neuropathy. I see the doctor, follow up with him on Monday, who's the more of the expert at where I go on neuropathy. So he did blood work to try and rule out uh, or to try and figure out exactly what is causing the neuropathy. And he said he didn't think I was diabetic, but he wanted to take the test anyway. And he took some more. I do know that two of them have been ruled out because I had a follow up with my original doctor in the South Bend orthopedics office, and he looked at the blood work because he's my main doctor. He's the one who sent me to the foot doctor, who sent me to have the EMG done. So he was the one they did the follow up with. But the doctor who did the EMG, he's the one who is a specialist in neuropathy. So he wanted me to follow up with him too, and he's the one who ran the tests. So I did not cancel the original appointment with my regular doctor there, just because we figured blood work would be in. He'd be able to like tell us what's going on. But only a couple of them are back. I do not have Lyme disease, thank goodness, and I do not have rheumatoid arthritis. And that makes sense because I have fibro, and normally fibro and rheumatoid arthritis does not go together. I'm not saying it never does, um, but usually when you at least start to have fibro, you don't have rheumatoid arthritis at the same time. Because when I went to see the, I believe it was a neurologist that you have to go see, who checks to see if you have fibro or not, she first checked to see if I had rheumatoid arthritis. And since I did not, and with all the pain and stuff I was having, she said I had fibro. So, just to explain that a little bit, I'm not a doctor, so that's why I said I don't know if it's never that way. I just know she said because she ruled that out, it had to be fibro. So I don't know. I've never seen that doctor again. She said, come back to me when you have symptoms. Well, you have symptoms every day. So, I never went back to see her. I've got other pain doctors and things, and they all know I have it, so they all, take that into consideration when we're dealing with other stuff. It's not my biggest worry with all the other things that I have going on. Anyway, I've been having my migraines, and they got worse after I had my EMG, much, much worse. And I tend to have migraines now in the morning and then into the night. I get a strange aura sometimes, like I did the other day when I was actually taping, um, when I was opening my Happy Mail package. And I've noticed that when that happens, that usually within a couple hours, my migraines come back and I like gotta go to bed. I was put on Lyrica, so that makes you drowsy and sleepy. I have seemed to sleep a little bit longer when I've taken it. So I don't know. I've still gone to bed with my migraines and waking up with them still there. And I'm not gonna say at least 50 to 60% of the time, if I go to bed with one, I usually wake up without it. But now I've been going to bed with them and waking up with them. And in physical therapy, they think a lot of them is coming from my muscles, so they've been trying to work on that as well. Because when I describe how they are, they say that's, the description of how they are with tight muscles. But according to my doctor, it could be, a number of things. So I was just taking care of a bump that showed up in my muscle that needed to be worked down. It's a tight spot. Anyway, with all of that said, the other reason, if I didn't say it already, because my brain, I'm also kind of wacky lately. I can't remember things. Tell me something 1 minute, next minute I may not remember it. So I've been writing a lot down. But I've been trying to make things for to put in my stitch marker shop. I did get some more stitch markers made last night, but the main reason I didn't, or the other main reason, it was between two reasons: my headaches and the fact that my friend was able to help me yesterday because I am going to add to my shop keychains. I tried to make them one way, but I had the wrong wire. I have a different system now of wire and crimp beads, and it's very secure. This is the first one I made. There was a little bit wrong with it, so I kept it for myself. Not really a lot. It's just the space between everything up here I didn't like, although it seemed to me that's what's happening. And the crimp bead did not crimp for me correctly the first time, but it looks just like the other ones. But I also love this little gnome. I was never really into gnomes until somebody these, wanted me to find gnome charms. And these were the only thing I could find. And there are different ones of these. This is the female gnome with coffee. Most of them that I have are female gnome, although they were all bought together um, in a package. You could either buy them like six or whatever the number was of just the individual one. That was six. Or you could get like six where you get one of each. And then where I found an even better deal, and you could get 12. You could get 12 of either the individual, or you could get like 12 of each. So I ended up, I have 20 of each because I got where it was the assorted, where you got two of each. But then if you bought so many, which was 10 packages, you got a deal. And I just had so many from the people who had seen these who loved them that I went ahead and purchased. And I just figured I'd get that many because hopefully you guys love them as much as we have. If not, I will find something else to use them for and give them away as gifts for a very, very, very long time. I hope you guys like them as much as I do. I just think they're so cute. But there's that one with a coffee cup. There is a female and a separate one with a male where they're holding a wine bottle. Calls it the wino gnome charm. And there's one where my friends call it Lucky. It's in green, and she is holding a yellow horseshoe for good luck. And there's another one she's wearing green, and she's holding an avocado for those vegetarians and vegans out there who love avocados. And I am not. And for those who are not vegetarian or vegan who also love their avocados. I am not a true avocado lover, but I have a way that I use them that I have totally, totally fallen in love with them. So, and then there is, what's the other one? Oh, the one, she's in yellow and she's holding a sunflower. The two that are wearing, holding the wine bottles are kind of like in a brownish red color as well. So, at the end of this, I will show pictures of, I will try to make sure they're labeled. There are cornucopias. If you see the cornucopias, those are new ones that I'm putting in the shop. Those are new stitch markers that are going up in the shop. And then there are pictures of a order that I made for somebody, and it was a custom order. She knew I had the charms, and she wanted me to make special ones for her. Um, So if you ever see charms in the shop and you like them, but you would like them done a different way, different colors, whatever, let me know. I will custom do whatever. And if I have the charms here, I you'll get charged the same price as what they are in the shop. If I have to go and purchase them, then it depends on how many I have to purchase at the time and everything. The charge is either going to be um, it's $2 if it takes me a while and I have to purchase quite a few. But if I can find it where I can get just one of what you want, if you only want one, or whatever, that charge, can come down to like $1. So, but I'll give you a quote. So that's not exact pricing. That's kind of how I'm looking at it. So I'll give you a quote, and if you accept it, then that's what we'll go with. But yeah, I did a custom order that went out last week, and there were charms that took me a while to find. But I do have extras in my shop now too because I had to order a quantity of them. So I will be putting together a video that shows the custom orders that I've sent out already. I hadn't done it yet because I had two that went out, and these were more as one went out as a birthday gift, so I made them, but they're still, I consider custom, um, because they're not what I put in the shop. Although I may go back, look at them, and make ones just like them to put in the shop. I don't know, but it's basically to show you what work I can do. And the other ones I sent to Macy, from Mace of Skeins, as a thank you, because she has just been so sweet to me in so many different ways. So I wanted to send her a set, so she had some. Anyway, I will show those in a later video. But I do have stuff for my Work a WIP Friday. So I may like be titling this Work a WIP Friday or Saturday and some other things. So I had talked at the beginning of the year that I started, I thought that was, no, that I started a blanket that I wanted to give my daughter for Christmas, and I have not gotten much done on it. And it is one where I think it has 14, it's going to have a total of 14 different squares. They're not all out yet. And you're supposed to make four of each. Is that right? Two, three. That doesn't sound right. Let me see. Paperwork in here. That doesn't make the math right. That's why I'm looking. Yeah, 14 square designs. Each designer will just contribute to, and they're all from, um, there are 7 different designers, and each designer is going to have 2 squares. And you can get these squares. Got the whole thing. It's from Stitchathon. It's Stitchathon from Stitching Together is the name of the website. So if you go and Google Stitching Together, you can find their website. And this is the grid where you can plan your blanket when you start getting enough squares done. I'm using 4 different colors. I figured since there's 4 squares per type, I'm using 4 different colors. I don't run out. I don't know how many squares I'm going to get out of these. We will see. But this is the square I'm doing right now, which I believe this was square. This is the latest square that, is this the latest one that came out? Lost. But no, I think this may be square number 4. I didn't print the whole thing out. So. Third, this is number 3. And Divine Debris is the one who designed this one. But this is square number 3 so far. And these are 1 and 2. I've got 2 different colors of each. So, no, is that the latest one that I did? I've also done square 6 because I thought I had done 1, 2, 3, 4, and I can't remember. Oh, and I was trying to get like colors in order, and because I had planned on doing like one of each in each color, and then alternate the colors as I do the first one, and then go back and do like the rest. But then when I really looked at my blocks, it was like, oh, wait a minute, you did 2 of 1 and 2 of 2. So this is 1. The first one I did was actually the black one, but you can't see it as well on the black as you can on the lighter gray. And then here is the second one. Oh, so gotta watch that I don't stop this. I accidentally put those down hard and I don't want to. This is the second one in charcoal. And here it is. Oops, that's the back side because you can see where I in the medium gray. Which I may have showed you the black because I think I showed you the back side on the charcoal on there too. There's the front side. I know the charcoal looks so much like black. My friend just sent me a skein of charcoal yarn, so I don't have to worry about running out of charcoal or the black. It's the light gray and the medium gray that I have to be careful of. But a friend did just send me a skein of black and uh, gray as well that I was going to use for a sweater for my daughter. But if I end up needing it for this, I'll just buy yarn for the sweater later. This one is number 6. I believe it was number 6. I'm not going to pull it out to know for sure. But like I said, this is number 3 once I realized that no, I had not done 3 and 4. No, I think this one is 5. Duh, that would have made more sense. I thought I did the first 4, so this one was number 5. And since I had to go back and do 3 again, this one is the start of 3. I think I love the look of 3 when it's finished. Oh, I'll have to show you guys when I get this finished. Remember to do that. And again, it'll probably be on a work a WIP Friday because this is the main one I'm trying to work on getting done now. And between this and stitch markers is what I will be working on. And I'll have to make sure that every Friday, that I have specifically set aside for crochet, that I work on it on my work a WIP Friday. Originally, it was like when I work on a big project and then I find something small. But then again, I don't know. This may not be because I keep forgetting. I have cat toys I need to make again and get to her for December 4th. So, and on the next AKA, which is going to be on a Tuesday instead of a Wednesday, the week of Thanksgiving, I am going to be issuing a challenge on there um, related to what we are talking about. And we are going to be talking about HIV and AIDS because World AIDS Day is on December 1st. So, just a little preview of what we will be talking about. But I have an unbagging to do here too. First of all, I want to show you something cool I got in the mail from Chewy. And I would love to know if Chewy has ever sent you guys a gift just out of the blue. Um, my husband thought I ordered something and he was like, your packages are here. And I had a Chewy package. I guess if you see my address, it's not a big deal. I mean, if you would message me for it, I would give it to you. But I got a Chewy package. Turn it around. And there's something else in here too. Oh no, this is what it was wrapped in. It was kind of cute. And it's got the C on there for Chewy. Um, got this package, and I'm going, what in the world? I placed an order. We got it last week, but I wasn't expecting anything else. And I got this card, and it's got my name on it, and Jeanette Pizon. Got this card. It says picture perfect Chewy, and then um on the inside part it says there too perfect for words. So we painted this portrait. It says, hi, Anjanette. New bestie? Yay. Congrats on adopting Little Bit this summer. We hope this portrait captures them perfectly. Hugs and kisses, Chewy. So cute. And I don't know who. It says it has the initials JM on it, and I'm not sure who that is, but perfectly painted a portrait of Little Bit. And this came from the picture that I put up on her profile. Isn't that just darling? I love this so much. It is so precious. I went to hang it on the wall earlier and then I thought, oh, nope, nope. I wanted to show it here. It is a canvas painting put on the wood frames like they do, and then um, stapled in there. So I could go and have a frame put around it if I want to. The amazing thing about this is we're actually going to be rehoming a little bit and charcoal. And then I realized that I had not put charcoal on there when we brought, him in too. So I made sure I did that today. I don't know if they'll send me another one. It would be kind of cool if they did, because we actually are going to be rehoming a little bit in charcoal, because all of the animals are not getting along the greatest. We really wanted to keep them. Um, but charcoal is really, really timid. And the other cats are the two that we have. Kahlua, she has chilled out a bit, but my husband's cat will not stop chasing him back into the bedroom. So he's been living in my husband's bedroom. He'll come out into my bedroom, especially if I go to bed before my husband, and he'll lay with me. Or the other day, my migraine was so bad, I went back to bed at like 2 o'clock and I slept until 6 or so. And he laid next to me. And Kahlua got up on the bed and she wasn't upset with him or anything. She just laid on the other side of me. So, yeah, I'm gonna miss him terribly, but they're going to a great home. Um, I talk about my video chat room often to, let you guys know you are invited anytime you want to come. And if you would like to video chat and I just video chat too late for you, if you happen to be a part of my group, in order to video chat, you need to be a part of my group on Facebook. Um, I had heard there's a way to invite people if they're not, but all I see when I, open it up, it says, anybody who's in the group can join the chat. So I don't know. I've never been able to try that because all of my friends who crochet are already part of the group and they come in the video chat. And some of them I have met because of the video chat. And the person they're going to, she's actually a subscriber and she's an amazing subscriber. She watches everything I do. She's the one who's following along with Anna Karenina right now. I know that there's a couple people who go on and watch it, but they only watch like a minute of it or so, and then they leave. So, but she's the one, she's watching it all the way through. I know there's other people who want to, they just haven't had a chance to, and they want to wait till I have more episodes in and watch as they're cleaning and doing things. So I get that. And I am behind and I'm hoping to catch up. I was hoping to catch up today, but tomorrow, even if I get up late, that'll be my plan for tomorrow is to do an Anna Karenina reading because I have not read one since I think last weekend. If it was last weekend, I think it was because my husband came home as I was reading it. It may have been during the week. It may have been like Thursday or something. But anyway, I'm behind, and I know I'm behind. Um, it's hard to read when your head is pounding. So it has to be after I've gotten up, I've drank some coffee, because I do have a couple hours of reprieve every day before it starts up again. So I'm not as afraid right now of it. I haven't been getting the throbbing that makes me feel like my whole head is going to explode anymore, so that is good. I mean, I still feel like my head wants to explode when I have the migraine, but not such intense throbbing that it really feels like it's going to rip my entire head and possibly body. The night I had that, I wanted to go to the ER, but when I got up, my husband wasn't here. So, or he was outside mowing the lawn, and I would have had to go out there and get close to him with the mower, and I knew I couldn't. So I laid back down, I fell back to sleep, and then he left. So he came in, cleaned up, I guess, and left, and I didn't realize he left. Anyway, I didn't go. I felt better. And now I'm not as upset because it was after that that I found out that some of it's coming from the tension in my muscles, which I always knew that could cause headaches. I didn't know they could cause migraines. Um, I used to work with people doing massage therapy all the time, and I knew it would give them headaches, but they all had just regular tension headaches and not migraines. So now with that, the other thing that came in, and I have not looked in here yet until I just kind of went like that. I am so excited to see what's in here. I ordered a mystery bag from Macy from Mace of Skeins. Um, I used the gift card that she sent me when I did my. Will you quit that? I was trying to cheat on this when I made the shawl for her, uh, the sample shawl, and every time I've gone on and I have wanted to when I have time and when my head hasn't been hurting as much, I have gone on order and she's having a sale, so she has no yarn up. And then when she did have the yarn up, my head was hurting so incredibly bad, I was not able to get on there. So I'm really, really hoping, I really, 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 really wanted a skein of yarn that she dyed specifically in remembrance of her grandmother. Hoping that there's a skein of that in here. The other one I had wanted was a marigold color that she puts out in the spring. I figured if I didn't get it, hopefully she'll put it out again next year and I'll be able to get it. If not, I mean, there's always going, the way I've gotten through this year, and I see sales on yarn that I really want. And I'm like, I don't know. And I can't afford it. And you guys all know I'm on a break from buying yarn. I promised my husband I would use what I have in my stash, and I've been doing that. You know, unless somebody orders something or I'm making something. I did get a skein because there's something I want to make my daughter's boyfriend, and I didn't have the right colors. It's an amigurumi, and you know you need all the different colors. Um, and it happens to be a Pokemon amigurumi, so you need the right colors in order to do those. So I did get a dark teal at Hobby Lobby, and he was with me when I got it, and I told him why, so he understood that. And then I bought mystery boxes from my friend Terry, and she's moving, she's getting rid of things, and she could, she also needs the funds right now, so she's selling mystery boxes. And he adores Terry, like he does everybody I've gotten close to in the chat, which is what I was talking about earlier. And I totally got off subject now that I think about it, and I'll return to that, I promise. Um, anyway, he adores like four of the women that I talk to. He likes everybody that he's ever heard when he's been home, but he hasn't been home when like everybody has. Some of the newer people have been in the room that have come in, and there's another lady he adores because he's known her from. She's from South Bend, and she used to work at our doctor's office. So knowing that the reasons why Terry was selling her yarn, and knowing that I use a ton of cotton yarn when it comes to different amigurumis, and now doing the pet um, toys and things, and making kitchen stuff for people and things like that. He, um, he was like, "That's fine. Go ahead and get those." But if it comes to anything else, he's like, "Nope, you have enough." And I have quite a bit. I do not have as much as a lot of people have, but I do have quite a bit. And I do get my knit crate, and he was like, that was fine because I had figured the money for that, like 2 years ago when I started. And I told him I did not want to stop that one because you get, buying yarn at a better price than if you buy them from little yarn shops or from indie dyers themselves, which he learned when I wanted a special Valentine package, and I was so upset I couldn't afford it. I think that was, I think it was last year. And he was like, "Well, I'll go ahead and get it for you." And then when he saw the price after he paid for it, he was like, "Wow." So yeah, he I explained to him, with indie dyers, they got to buy the yarn, which he knew how much I spent on my yarn base from when, and I still have yarn base left, and I will get some dyeing done again and show you guys again. I haven't done that since I first started the channel, so actually, might have been, no, I think it was when I first, a couple months after I first joined. I dyed some last year. I started before that, but I know I dyed some last year that I showed on here. And I didn't know how to show pictures, so I'm sure I didn't show pictures of my other. So maybe I will show pictures up. Now that I have a community tab, I can put pictures up of the dyed yarn that I have done. If you guys want to see it, let me know below if you want to see it. If you don't, I mean, that's fine. I'll show you what I make when I make it. Um, Two of them I don't. If I have anything left, it might be just a little tiny ball of. I made one to make my Christmas present for my mom, and the other to make something for my dad. And I made him a hat. I don't think he ever wears it, but I hand dyed the yarn specifically for him, and because it would bring out the blue in his eyes, and his favorite color is blue. So, what I was saying earlier about the women in the room is I've gotten really, really close to like four, and I've made friends with other people that I have never, met before. Um, Actually, I've gotten really close to five. One doesn't get to come in as much anymore, and my husband adores her too. So five that he totally adores. So I didn't mean to leave you out. If you're watching this, you know who you are. Um, anyway, one of them had a cat and it died last year, I think. Been looking for a cat, and she just totally fell in love with Little Bit when I was I'd pick her up and I'd show her to everybody. And then when Charcoal came in, she liked Charcoal too a lot. But she wanted Little Bit. And then my husband, when she had said that she wouldn't mind having Little Bit if we had to get, rid of them, if we had to find a home for them. And my husband chimed in, "Well, if you take Little Bit, you need to take Charcoal too." And she was like, "Ooh, I don't know about having two cats," but she thought about it, and like, yeah, I'll take them. Um, so we have to figure out because she lives in a different state. I don't think I'm not saying her name, so I'm sure she won't mind if I say what state she lives in. She lives in Wisconsin. So, yeah, it's gonna be. I think we figured it out. It's like a 5 or 6 hour drive to get from here to her. So we're going to meet in the middle, and and we're just trying to find a day now that we can do it because first it was we weren't sure because Kahlua was mellowing out, um, and then Halford decided to get jealous, really, really jealous when charcoal came in. He had been jealous when little bit came in, but he dealt with it. He was okay, and I mean, he helped nurse a little bit back to health when we first brought her in, and she wasn't doing so well. When she was doing better and she was in my husband's lap a lot, Halford got really jealous, but he got past it. Um, and then we kept trying to get charcoal in. We tried to get him in around the time we got a little bit in, but he would have nothing to do with it. And so, when it started getting cold out, he came in on his own. My husband went out on the porch actually to take food out to him. And when he opened the door, Charcoal just walked inside. He was like, it's cold out here. So he's been in now for a couple months because we had that unusually cold snap like at the end of August, beginning of September, I think it was. And he came in during that when it got cold out with that. Actually, it may have been mid September or so. I'm trying to remember when they got fixed and brought back and when she had her babies. I can't remember. I can't remember numbers right now, so even trying to think of it's not going to help. So anyway, she's going to take a little bit and charcoal. So having that portrait is amazing because whenever I think about her, I can look at that, but I know I'm going to see them when I'm on video chat and chatting with them as well. So let's open and see what's in here. Pull out, is there a card or something? Mace of Skeins hand-dyed yarn, Fort Worth, Texas, at Mace of Skeins. On Instagram, at YouTube, Mace of Skeins yarn. This is new. Actually had cards made up now, which are so cute. Thank you, and Jeanette. Wow, I might order. I take the yarn out first. I knew I'd love whatever I got. Look at this yarn. I, oh, I absolutely love it. Now let's see. I would say sorry about the crinkles, and I know it's bothering my head a little bit, but crinkles like this I love because it means you're opening up some gorgeous yarn. Most of the yarn dyers do theirs in cellophane like this. Now, she told us that we may get 4 of the same or we may get some different. So I got, it looks like 3 of the same. And she would try to make sure that there was enough to make a project out of it and that everything possibly worked together. And this, because it's got the pink in it, might actually work with the other. We'll see more when I pull it out. If not, I can still make a hat or something out of this. Oh. And it's fingering. I could actually make socks out of this if I want. Club fingering, 80% superwash merino nylon and 20% nylon. 400 yards, 18 or 100 grams. Wow, I could not read that. Hand wash, lay flat to dry. This colorway is Sunday. This is one of my favorite colorways of hers. Sunday. It's almost like maybe she's gone back and read my comments, which I'm sure she did not do. close to the colorway from her grandma's. I'm hoping that she redoes some of her grandma's, her tribute to her grandma, the colorway, or she puts it back in her shop and I can actually buy a skein, because this did not take all the money that she gave me on my gift card, so I can easily get a hang of it. And if I have to add to it, it won't be that big of a deal. This one is Diamond DK. So I got a fingering, which I'm thrilled for because I don't have a lot of fingering because I usually get the DK. 73% superwash merino, 20% nylon, 5% stellina, 231 yards per 100 grams. Hand wash, lay flat to dry. This is colorway. I'm not reading her handwriting too well on this one. It looks like it says, oh, it's tulip. It looked like it said taupe or something like that, but it's tulip. This is another one of my favorite colors that she had. So I mean, like I told my husband when I told him I was getting a mystery bag, I was like, and I'm going to get colorways I love because I love everything she does. This one's done. Oh, I thought this was the same as the other. Oh my goodness. For those of you who know, I wanted to get marigold. I wanted to get marigold so bad. This is marigold. I didn't even realize when it was in next to the others. This is marigold. This is the one that I said I hope she comes back out with next spring. Oh my goodness. Actually, marigold, it may have been a summer one. Tulip was the spring one. Marigold may be in a summer one. But let me go back to the specs for you. I'm sorry. This is another Diamond DK base, so it's the same as the other. 75% superwash merino, 20% nylon, 5% stellina, and 231 yards 100 per 100 grams. Hand wash, lay flat to dry. This is a me skein. This gets put over with my other skeins that I have that are designated just for me. Actually, all of these I'm thinking are going to be me skeins. This one again is Diamond DK. All the stats, and this one is the same. It's tulips. So these two go together. I think she put this one in between to try and show that you could put it with it if you wanted to, because of all the different colors in the tulip. It has some of that same yellow in there. So I could put them together if I want to, which I just may do that. And who knows, if I get to have my surgery where they off the loose skin, these may be enough for me to make a top for myself. I always have to buy so much yarn because of my size, but not as much my size up here, but because of, sorry, I want to get this in here to it. Oh, I was going to hold it up with them. I think the three will go fine together. I don't know. I think this one will go with them. I don't see that blue in the tulip or any of the green shades in the tulip. There is a little bit of pink in the Sunday, but this one will be on its own. Plus, it's fingering weight. These are all Diamond DK, and tulip will definitely be able to go with marigold. And if I end up having that surgery, I'm not making any garments for myself until that surgery is done. So, yeah. Or if they end up telling me that for some reason they can't do it, which I am praying every day that I can do it, because it will help so much. It will change so much in my life. You have no idea. because they think I have at least 30 pounds on me. And yeah, freeing up 30 pounds, oh my goodness, it would put me down a lot closer to one of my goals. And if I keep losing weight the way that I have been, I kind of stopped because of getting sick, and then I started back to physical therapy and the pool. Now, granted, I did miss 2 days this week from the pool because of my head. I am hoping to be back on Monday. So, prayers for me to be back in the pool on Monday because I really need to I need to start losing the weight again, but I also haven't been eating as much this week. So I don't know if my body is holding on to my weight like it normally does, or if I might actually still be losing until I go back and get weighed at the pool. That's why I've been weighing myself every time I go in. And I know you really, well, I'm not there every day, so it's like every other day. Uh, Otherwise, we need to take our scale we have in here and like put it outside on the porch. But I really don't want to be going outside to weigh myself in the winter. So we have most of our floors in here aren't that level, and I'm not sure why. Anyway, our kitchen is probably the worst, and that's where we have our scale. Uh, Again, I don't know why they're not that level. I don't know if it's because we live in a house that's on top of we don't have a basement, we have a crawl space. I've never lived in a house like that before. So I honestly couldn't tell you. I don't know if it's because when they put the flooring on, if there was other flooring underneath it and they just didn't care and they put it on top of it. Um, I don't know. So let's see what other little goodies are in here. Got a Mace of Skeins sticker. I love her stickers. I think I have two of these now because this is her regular one. I really wanted to get one of her spring ones when she put them in her shop, and I was not able to. At the time, I was supposed to, I put in an order and she had started doing a collaboration with Altnuts, and I was supposed to get that one. But she said, oh, just when you make your next order, I'll give you one. Just remind me. And I forgot to remind her on this. And I'm sure she's doesn't have any more of those stickers. Or if she did, she's probably been putting them in the bags. So anyway, I have a Mace of Skeins enamel pen. Yay! I wanted to get one of these. And this is like her spring pen, I think, was behind it because it's got the tulips on it and all the like springy flowers. This was in her Mace of Skeins Halloween box exclusive. She had some left. 3-ounce soy wax melts, and yay! I knew she's done candles before, so she must have decided to do wax melts, and I'm so thrilled about that because I have a wax melt warmer, and we really don't burn candles anymore. Oh, I love this scent. Oh, I just love that. I love that, Macy. Thank you. She does try to do specials. I don't remember if she did one this Halloween though. She used to do her specials one way. Now she's thinking of doing them another way. So I'm not sure what's going on with it. I can't say honestly what she's doing. I think she's still trying to decide exactly what she wants to do. I just got, what is this? A special. Awesome. I've always wanted one of her specialties. I'm not going to open that. This is called Strawberry Hazelnut. Vanilla Hazelnut Strawberry. A specialty made exclusively for Mace of Skeins at DFW Fiber Oh, at the DFW Fiber Fest. So she had these at the Fiber Fest. Strawberry hazelnut tea blend. It's got, I've never known how to say this. Pure, whatever. Tea oblong. TS black tea. Not oblong, oolong. I know that. Pure, pure tea, oblong tea, black tea, natural hazelnut flavor, strawberries, cocoa nibs, natural vanilla flavor, natural strawberry flavor, and natural cream flavor. High caffeine. Eat for 4 minutes. I am going to have to go make some of this because I have finished my coffee, I think. I don't even see where my coffee cup went to. Had it right there. I was drinking it right before I came on. Sometimes I like push it down into the seat where I'm sitting, but I don't see my coffee cup. I think I went in to start a cup of tea, then I came out here and sat down for some reason, and I never finished it. So, yeah, I think I need to go do that. And I have the perfect tea to put in there. Now that I think about it, it's in there on the coffee pot, which means I'm going to have to redo it because it's been in there for a while and that's going to be cold. I'm going to go make me some tea. I'm going to get off of here. I was thinking of putting the pictures um, at the end of this, but I think what I'm going to do once I remember to have a community tab, I'm going to put up a community post. This is already 52 minutes, and that way it doesn't make it any longer for you guys. And you can go look at the community posts and look at the pictures, and see a better view probably than you can on here. Um, Let me know after you see them on there if you like me doing it that way. And I will always put pictures up for you guys first before I put things in my group. So I'll either put the new ones that I made in my group later tonight or I'll do it tomorrow. But at least I'm thinking I'll do it tomorrow. So at least, you'll have a half a day to a full day ahead of time where you guys see them first. Depending on how quickly I get things done. I need to start. I've made all of the cornucopia ones that I'm going to. I believe I made them all in 3 and 5 beads. With my head the way that it is, I just wasn't thinking the 7 bead combinations like I normally do. I was doing well with my 3 and 5 beads. They're still gorgeous. My head hurting has nothing to do with whether they're gorgeous or not. They are still very, very gorgeous. At least I think so. And I kept 4 cornucopias out. So if you see these, you like them, but you want different colors, um, you want a different clasp in the, I do have different clasps. I have not shown pictures of them yet. Most of them I'm doing in the round ones, which I need to get some more silver ones. I'm almost out of them. The round, ones that you can open that now the round lever back. Um, I found the round ones. I love the round ones. I love how they look better than the oblong ones, or kind of, I guess, rectangular, but they're rounded. But I do have some of those as well because I was using those at first. So I have some of those left. And if you look at the order I'm sending out, one of them was done on that. I meant to, she told me I could go ahead and use those. She didn't care I meant to make the other stitch markers with those, and then I forgot, and I used my round ones. Um, so I have them like that look like that one. I think they all look exactly like that one. But I also have some lobster clasps. I have the teeny tiny, um, which I'm not sure the millimeter on those. I think I have some 4 millimeter ones and some either 6 or 8 millimeter ones. So if you want lobster class, you can let me know. Um, and also I'll probably be using the bigger lobster clasps that I have for after I'm done putting some keychains in, using them for zipper pulls. But even with the keychain end on it, depending on the zipper, lots of times you can use those as zipper pulls too. And I do have in my findings that I got for the keychains. I have like a smaller size one and a bigger size one. I don't know, again, their sizes offhand because I don't have the label that came with the box um, anymore. But in there, there are holders for lanyards. Um, the ones that almost look like a lever back, but you just press it in and then you put the lanyard on it, and there you go. But then there's another one that you press both sides in. Um, so I have those as well. So if you want something put on something like that, just let me know. And again, I mean, if you have charms at home, I have somebody who's going to send me beads. She likes like the hope charms that I have, that I had the pink ribbon and then the silver one that says hope, and you can put, you know, whatever color you want on that and make it for whatever cause you want, which is why I like that set because I had the pink ones that are specifically, you know, breast cancer. I don't know if there's any other that pink stand for. I just know of breast cancer. I don't think it's like some of the other ones that are multiple, but I could be wrong. So if I am, and you know I am, go ahead and tell me down below what else pink can stand for. Um, but I got the one that says hope on it, and I know that normally stands for a breast cancer one too, but for me, hope is for everything. Um, so yeah, I can put whatever colors on there you want, like red. They say red just stands for plain cancer, but it also stands for HIV/AIDS, and I think it also has a couple other things. Purple, purple. I'm not sure which can. Oh, yeah, pancreatic cancer. My husband told me the other day he was looking and he saw that purple represents pancreatic cancer, but it also represents fibro. So right now it kind of sort of represents me in two ways because from what the doctors say, I have a huge 90% chance of getting pancreatic cancer in the future. So, but I'm trying to be positive, and I'll be in that 10% that does not get it. Um, I don't dwell on it. If it happens, it happens. I mean, here I am. I've lived 30 years beyond getting HIV, and nobody ever expected it to happen, and it has. And I'm still living. So, yeah, I just take day every day. Actually, I don't take it a day at a time like everybody says. I take my life a heartbeat at a time. So that I'm going to get out of here. I will post on my community tab the pictures, and so I will be able to label them. Like, I don't know how many pictures you can put up on each community post. If it's only one, I'm going to put up quite a few because I have everything. I have a separate picture of everything, but then I also have like the order that's going out tomorrow, a group picture of the whole thing. Um, and then I have the ones that are going into my shop because I need to put them in on each with each separate picture. I have separate pictures, but then I also paired them in the 3s and the 5 beaded ones. So I'll figure it out. I'll put them on the community tab the best way that I can. If you want to see them better, if I don't put the single ones up, I will have the single ones up in my group. So, but if I can put multiples up, I will put multiples up and you'll get to see even the single ones on there. I have now hit an hour mark, so I'm getting out of here. Remember, you matter. You matter to me so much. Send me an email if you need me, and I will get back to you. And also remember, you are gorgeous, you are beautiful, and handsome. I couldn't think of the word handsome there for a minute. And I do. I love every single one of you. And don't ever let anybody tell you you are not gorgeous because you are. You are. I'm telling you. I'm looking right at you. You are gorgeous. You are. And I love you. And I will see you guys soon. Later.